Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. The decision has already been made, and Austin Reaves will refuse a contract extension with the Lakers. The player is highly valued because he has been having stellar performances. He will be a free agent, and the Lakers will do everything to bring him back. But other teams will do everything to take Austin Reaves away from the Lakers. The incredible play of Austin Reaves this season will see him having strong value on the free agent market. Los Angeles Lakers fans have been treated to a breakout season of Reaves showing greater potential than previous years. LeBron James and Luka Doncic both missing games caused Reaves to step up in a contract season. One NBA executive told ESPN that the Brooklyn Nets could be a great destination for Reaves if the Lakers aren't willing to pay top dollar. "AR's a stud," the executive told ESPN about free agency. "If I were the Brooklyn Nets, I would throw all the money at him. He has shown when he gets the keys to the engine, he can produce." The Nets will have a lot of cap space next summer to make things difficult for the Lakers if they choose to increase the market value for Reaves. Every rebuilding team hopes to find the right talents to invest in and build around via trades of free agency. It is obvious that the Lakers want to retain Reaves, but things could change if this executive is right. Why the Nets might want Reaves. A terrible 1-10 start for Brooklyn sees the team clearly trying to land a top draft pick this year. The second year of a rebuilding project has the Nets attempting to find some breakout talent from a record-setting 5 rookies on roster. Michael Porter Jr. and Nicholas Claxton have served as the team's veterans by playing the most minutes and having career highs in usage. Cam Thomas suffering an injury adds to the already building doubt that Brooklyn will look to extend him in free agency. The Nets will want to upgrade talent by signing or trading for new stars, along with the dream of landing a top lottery pick in the 2026 draft. Free agency is the best avenue since the team can hold on to future assets. Reaves fits the mold of a player that does well in his situation, but one who also has the potential to take their game to another level. The anonymous executive named Brooklyn as a great spot for Reaves due to the freedom he'll have on offense. Only a handful of teams can promise Reaves a chance to be the guy leading their franchise, but the Nets have that temptation. Should the Lakers fear losing Reaves? The Lakers reportedly offered Reaves an extension worth $89.2 million for another 4 years during this past offseason, but he turned it down. It is becoming clear that Reaves wants his next contract to have more years on it. LeBron's future is also in doubt as the Lakers seem ready to build a new roster around Doncic. Reaves is considered an important part of JJ Redick's system and will get a strong contract offer to remain in a dynamic duo with Luka moving forward. Another team like Brooklyn raising the bid to superstar money could create real issues for the Lakers. This scenario features the Nets wanting to sign Reaves to be their number 1 option against the Lakers retaining him as the second option at best with different motives. Reaves has expressed a desire to stay in Los Angeles, but money will talk if teams like Brooklyn and others come calling. Lakers blown out in every facet by Thunder. After getting off to an impressive 8-3 start to the season, the Los Angeles Lakers faced their toughest test on Wednesday night when they traveled to take on the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Both teams were without stars in LeBron James and Jalen Williams, but it was the Thunder that didn't skip a beat as they cruised to an easy 121-92 victory to drop the Lakers to 8-4. Luka Doncic kicked off the scoring with a layup and then a deep three, although the Thunder did what they do best and forced a couple of turnovers to get out in transition and take an early 17-10 lead after an 11-0 run. DeAndre Ayton ended the run with a 3-point play, but the Lakers otherwise struggled offensively in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got going towards the end of the quarter while the Lakers continued committing careless turnovers and trailed 30-18 as a result. The start of the second quarter was more of the same as Oklahoma City opened it on a 10-3 run to force an LA timeout. Even with Gilgeous-Alexander on the bench, the Thunder were locked in defensively, which allowed them to get out in transition for more easy buckets. It took the Lakers nearly 8 minutes to make a field goal in the second quarter, and when they did, it was a 3 by Marcus Smart to beat the shot clock. That didn't put much of a dent though, as the Thunder kept pouring it on and took a 70-38 lead into the locker room after the most dominant half imaginable. With the Thunder outplaying them in every facet, something needed to change quickly if the Lakers wanted to get back in the game in the second half. Unfortunately though, not much changed. Oklahoma City kept up its suffocating defense, forcing LA into bad turnovers and tough shots. Nothing was going the Lakers' way as head coach J.J. Redick called a timeout with the team trailing 88-52 late in the third quarter. Redick gave the Lakers once more chance to try to figure something out, and Doncic responded with a pair of buckets. They couldn't get any stops though, and the Thunder led 100-64 at the end of the third quarter. At that point, both teams emptied their bench for nearly the entire fourth quarter with the game out of reach. He can be in the left corner or the right corner, Gilbert Arenas hints LeBron James might return as the Lakers' third option. Even without LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers are rolling. Currently fifth in the Western Conference with an 8-4 record throughout their first 12 games of the season, the Lakers have won 6 of their last 8 games thanks to otherworldly performances from Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. Given how well the Lakers have looked so far, many are asking how will James fit into all of that once he returns? On the most recent episode of All the Smoke, Unplugged, host Matt Barnes and guest Gilbert Arenas discussed the idea of James being the third option on the Lakers when he does come back. He can be in the left corner or the right corner, depends on where he wants to be, Arenas said, playfully hinting that James can be a corner shooter when he suits back up. On a more serious note, however, Arenas detailed how last season, Doncic led the Lakers in points while James was getting easier shots because the former was getting all the defensive attention and the double teams. He added that it could be more of the same this season, especially with AR-15 becoming an even bigger offensive threat. Because Luka has all these little tricks, and he's so tall, you are forced to double him, you are forced to double AR now. LeBron James gets to walk to 20, 22, 23 points, he added. Accepting his option role is the key. Relegating the league's all-time leading scorer to a role as the third option sounds like an absurd concept. Still, Arenas maintains that it's the key for James to get another ring. Now you have 3 guys whose IQs are very high, who all can playmake, who all can pass, who all can score, who all can take the last shot, so it's one of those things where it depends on what LeBron wants. You want another ring? This is your best opportunity, Arenas explained. With a player of James' stature, the million-dollar question is if he's willing to accept such a role, and that very question was asked by Barnes as well. Given his experience in the league, Arenas believes that the king is willing to take a back seat. We're acting like LeBron ain't been in the league 20-something years. He's played on every Olympic team, he's done played with every selfish player, he's done did it all, he continued. It's quite the interesting take, and it's worth looking forward to if LeBron does end up accepting a third fiddle role on what many believe is his team. Just how good have the Lakers' other stars been? With discussions of James, who's a 4-time NBA champion, 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time League MVP, 21-time All-Star and 21-time All-NBA selection, being relegated to the Lakers' third option, just how well are Doncic and Reaves playing this season? Based on the 12-game sample size, they're playing very well. Doncic is once again leading the Lakers in points, averaging 34.9 per game in 8 games played this season, to go with 9.1 rebounds and 8.9 assists. That's essentially a triple-double. Reaves, in 9 games played this season, is putting up a career-high 28.3 points per game this season, to go with 8.3 assists and 5.1 rebounds. For context, the second option on the team is putting up better numbers than some of the other team's go-to guys. Not to mention that the Lakers have also gotten solid contributions from Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia. Simply put, the Lakers have been really good this season, and they're about to get one of the best players to ever play the game back in a couple of weeks. With James back in the lineup, whether or not he adjusts to being a third option, the Lakers are going to be really scary. This story was originally reported by Basketball Network on November 13, 2025, where it first appeared in the latest news section. Add Basketball Network as a preferred source by clicking here. JJ Redick admits LA Lakers are showing who they are right now, but he isn't worried about it. JJ Redick spoke after the Los Angeles Lakers lost a crushing game to the OKC Thunder, but believes there is still more to their team. The Los Angeles Lakers were absolutely humbled by the OKC Thunder, who decimated them last night in a blowout. The Lakers were humiliated by the Thunder, losing by 29 points, and even being down nearly 40 points at one stage in the game. Of course, much of the attention has gone to the LA Lakers franchise star, after Luka Doncic didn't rule out a Mavericks return after the firing of Nico Harrison. But aside from that scintillating story, the Lakers are going to be a talking point, as they once again stumbled in a big test against the OKC Thunder. JJ Redick says Thunder and Hawks losses not a sign of who LA Lakers are. JJ Redick spoke after the Los Angeles Lakers' crushing defeat to the Oklahoma City Thunder. When discussing whether this loss gave him reason to reconsider their strong start, Redick was candid. He admitted that the LA Lakers haven't looked good on the road. And while these losses aren't where he thinks the team will be, it is the reality of the Lakers at the moment, and they must adapt. I think you have to look at the big picture, and you have to look at where your team is at right now. I don't think it has been a great road trip for us, just in terms of how we've played. In the second half against Charlotte, I liked everything I saw. But the Atlanta game and tonight, I don't think, were reflective of who the group is going to be. But it is clearly who the group is right now. So, we've got to course correct. LeBron James' return next week will be a huge boost to LA Lakers. Hours before the game, the LA Lakers got some positive news that will soften the blow of this loss, albeit slightly. JJ Redick revealed before the game that LeBron James completed his first 5-on-5 scrimmage with the South Bay Lakers, and he looked good with the team. As things stand, LeBron is set to return in the timeline that was initially proposed. His return will be a massive stimulus for the Lakers, who will finally have their big three complete. While James cannot be the Lakers' savior this season, he can be the final piece that allows their roster to maximize their performances on the court. Austin Reaves has blunt assessment of Lakers' loss to Thunder. Austin Reaves and the Los Angeles Lakers got off to a strong start to the season, although they took a big step back on Wednesday night when they were blown out by the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Reaves had his worst game, finishing with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists on 4 of 12 shooting in 30 minutes as the Thunder's defense made it tough for both him and Luka Doncic. After the wire-to-wire loss, Reaves discussed where he felt things started to go wrong, via Spectrum Sportsnet. Bad. I think early in the second quarter I think they went on a 10-0 run or something and we just couldn't get a shot to fall. We were messing up the switches on the other end and JJ said it this morning, once you give this team a little sliver of whatever, they can just run away with the game and that's what they did. And that's why they're the champions. We'll watch film and get better from it. Reaves is always one to take accountability when he doesn't play well, and he did that after this one. I think it starts with I didn't play very well. We as a team didn't play very well. I think you go around the room and everybody would kind of agree with that. So I think if we don't play well against a team like that, you're not going to give yourselves a chance to win. You have to be clicking on all cylinders, locked into every detail. When you don't play well, you're not going to beat them. The Thunder are the defending champs for a reason and look primed to repeat, getting off to a 12-1 start this season. Reaves wants the Lakers to use this blowout loss as motivation to get to Oklahoma City's level. Just use it as motivation. They did what they wanted to do and just to be blunt, they beat the shit out of us tonight. There's a lot of basketball to be played, we feel as if we can get to that level. Just tonight, we weren't anywhere close to that. But we do feel like we have the pieces to get there, we just gotta continue to every day try to take a step forward. The Lakers are 8-4 on the season, which is a good spot to be, especially considering how many injuries they've dealt with. The goal for this organization is always to compete for championships though, and Reaves knows there's more work to be done to get there. Austin Reaves discusses contract situation with Lakers. Austin Reaves is due for a big payday this summer if he can keep up his level of play to start the season. Despite that though, he made it clear that he wants to stay with the Lakers and will not try to get every dollar possible in free agency.